Yoga for healing. What's up? What's up? What's up? Well, I did a whole half-hour video. These were the cards that fell from this deck, and I picked up the rest of the cards, but I'm like, let's just do another read with these same main cards. And the last read, with these being the first cards out, Toil and Labor in reverse, we had them being a couple, and it was clarified again with the tarot. King of Swords and a King of Wands. This King of Wands was posing as an emperor because they're broke and they need finances, so they were coming in to pose as a lover to another. That wasn't working out for them because they're under judgment. That's a no-go. You're not accepting this offer of them coming in as a page of cups to you with a fishy offer. They have separated from the community who's trying to stabilize themselves, that are no longer wanting to have connections with this couple, and this King of Wands is not wanting to be known that they have been in a courtship with this King of Swords energy. Things have been communicated and caused a lot of upheavals with truths being known. How they've been working with the devil, doing spell work, and all that spell work is going back upon them. I did the whole video, but instead of being upset, I just deleted it and said, okay, we'll start with here because this was interesting story. So I want to see what's going to come out this time as far as this man and woman that are lazy. And the work that they were putting in was trying to find cheat codes, manipulation, lies, trickery. Hey Google, front yard camera.
All right, stay in the front yard camera.
Oh. Hold, I'll be right back. Maybe I was on my walk. Sorry about that. Google, back to music, please. Hey, Google, back to music. And another thing I want to point out is the Emperor card was mixed in with these, and it should be with my other deck. So that was another thing that happened, along with this card wanting to come out also, letting us know that this is from a higher court, actually. They may also be dealing with a 3D court because everything is being highlighted. Everything is being seen. What do we need to know about this Toil and Labor in reverse? Queen of Cups energy. That may be the feminine that's not so mature, that's in reverse. What about this Queen of Cups? They feel trapped. And this wealthy man that's in reverse. They're in a Queen of Swords energy. They're not looking at each other. And this Queen of Cups energy is feeling trapped. They know a lot of information is coming in fast. So I'm still getting a same-sex type energy with these lovers. Last time it was a King of Wands and a King of Swords. Now it's a Queen of Cups and a Queen of Swords energy. And this Eight of Wands came out in the last read as their spell work backfiring. What is this toil and labor that they've been putting in? What is this toil and labor? What is this toil and labor? What do we need to know about that? They wanted to make a breakthrough with their work, just as before, but they're not. The last time it came out in reverse. What do we need to know about this breakthrough that this couple wanted to make? What do we need to know? A Knight of Wands energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They took the risk for finances. Hot-tempered, egotistical, in their pride. Using their emotions and their passions for the forward movement. This couple that's celebrated together. Things that are being highlighted about this couple. Things are being seen of the truth, and they're out in the cold. So whether it's a man and a female, or a female and a female, or a man and a man, it don't matter. These are just the energies, whatever or whoever fits, that this resonates with. What do we need to know about concern in reverse? Concern in reverse. Because it's been completed. There's nothing to be concerned about. They might be stuck in their heads. Wishes coming true. Harvest. And it's, you've ended this cycle. Your wishes are coming true. You're content. You're satisfied in making achievements. You're not in concern. This is your position here. They see your harvest and your rewards, and this is leaving them in heartbreak and feeling trapped. They see you at peace. It's your ancestor spirit guides, temperance angels bringing balance to this situation. You don't have to do anything. There's nothing for you to worry about. They're trapped. What about this fiery Knight of Wands energy that they've been having? Secrets are being revealed. The more movement they take, the more rebellious they are, because they have a blocked intuition, blocked emotions. They've been loyal and been very committed to doing this spell work that's in reverse. These illusions, the lies, things that are being unveiled about these lovers. What else do we need to know about these lovers? They don't want to walk away from a high priestess that's seeing everything. Or it's you having the awareness. They don't want to walk away. They don't want to walk away from this lineage, this abundance. They want the rewards and victory. And what's to become of this? They have no balance. They have no harmony. They're reckless and hasty. They see you, male or female, in a nurturing, prosperous, homebody, staying to yourself kind of way. They know that you're smart, good business sense. You use your intelligence. What about this community? What about this community? They're fighting. They're trying to figure out a way to move forward towards this high priestess to block their karma. That's what they're trying to do. But you're staying steadfast, resistant, You're letting them know, stay away. They may be conveying this in messages, or maybe they're hearing about it in your messages if you're a tarot reader. What about these messages? About a Queen of Pentacles. A Queen of Pentacles that's generous, all good things for what you are. This is how you're seen in this court, spiritual court, this judgment call. And action is being taken swiftly. There's a lot of changes occurring. What do we need to know about this? Well, we know this Queen of Pentacles is a high priestess. What about this high priestess? She's not going to be overgiving. It's not going to be any inequality. There's no strings attached. She knew it was all about a power dynamic, and she's standing her ground. They wanted control. They wanted her to give, and she's not giving. An Emperor energy, possibly. Masculine or feminine, those in your divine energy. Standing your ground. Things are being revealed, and they are feeling trapped because there's a tower for this group. For all that worked and gathered together, that are trying to find temperance and cannot. They're in a tower. And out in the cold. Being forced to go into hermit mode. This also came out. Forced to reflect. Self-reflect on themselves. Go within. Sit down. Be humble. You're standing your guard, which you should. And let this universe take care of this as you are. Because you are aware of what's going on. You're just sitting back watching. You know that they're envious. Paying attention to your abundance. How you're sitting nice. And you completed this cycle. They're observing your harvest. And how you're standing guard. They're aware of this. What about this Queen of Cups? She knows you're not a bugaboo. You're not trapped. And they're needing more time. Maybe thinking about how they should have taken this time to heal. And they already know that everybody knows the tea. And how they have a burning desire that now has got their butt on fire. What's this already knowing the tea in this tower? For this toxic group that cannot find balance. The game is over for them. They were fighting for what was yours, not theirs. They're very interested in you and want to date you. But you're maintaining separation. Ashe. The truth is being revealed. You're minding your own business. What do we need to know about this Queen of Pentacles? She's not a part of no sex group. And she's not getting played. Oh. Seduction won't work. That is not an attraction. Hooking up and being a third party, giving in to temptation, that's a no-go. All of this is going down in spiritual court because everyone's tired of the drama and them putting on a show. They're being forced to go into hermit mode. Sit down. They have to face their fear of abandonment and stop chasing, being codependent, wanting unconditional love, but they're not fair. This is someone you should always have protection, or you are protected spiritually. And if you were to have sex, sexual protection, I would say a no-go is the safest. Because they have outdated thinking and you'd be bound. And it would stop your new beginning. This tantric sex is how they would create a cord, a bind to you. They want you to be codependent, to be obsessed over them. They want this seduction to work. But they've been caught and kicked to the curb. They're a pill popper. They're probably using drugs to cope, drinking, whatever, because they're constantly thinking about how you're getting back out there and how they want to set a date with you. They're reminiscing, and their thoughts is only making them more angry as you're ascending, because they know in your future there will be wedding bells, a union. While they're sitting and waiting for a message from you, you've burned all the old. You're revealing the truth. And they know that they fucked up over you and they cannot rebuild what they sabotage. You are onto a new phase. You be meeting new, building friendships, those of insane chemistry, intellectually, those of the same burning desire, having that spark, those that put an end and left what's dead, dead. Seeing the clarity and truth of those that are promiscuous one-night stands that are now out of time, wishing they had healed because they see the paradise you are in and headed to, of a higher commitment. You ran because you're not a red lipstick stain. You're not accepting a fake apology. This is causing them to fall apart because they know they're a snake, leaving them feeling heartbroken and sad, grieving, because they're left in the trash. This group trying to maintain focus, but they see your prosperity. They don't want anything to do with them. They're all going through towers. They're all being seen. It's all going down in spiritual court. Let it be known. Be careful who you hook up with. Peace.